I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God up beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are goner. He couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom. On treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of their seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second down.
Here we go. Stop. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw to playoffs is intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Come on, set. 50, green. Cut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him, Incomplete pass.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready. 52 blue. Set, cut.
They'll look to throw again. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Quick slant to Watson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Second down and 4.
Field, black. Down. Ready.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Ready.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Get him, go get him. Hut.
Back to throw again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. And they defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is brought in at the 21. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And we all like to see Chigo. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this good, now take it to the floor. If you want to act, you can keep yourself where you at.
Ready up.
Second and 10.
Ready.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Got it. Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Ready.
No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a second and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
32. Ready.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Got ready.
3rd and 2.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hey, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd.
Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here now, a 3rd down at 8.
Ready.
Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Packers 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ready, ready. 60 red, 60 red.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Conversion
pressured on his man and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On the ball.
3rd and 19.
Smash, red.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The 46-yard line.
Green Jack.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Yellow, 43.
Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. And going right back to Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70 range. Here we go. Here we go. Warriors, 7, crack roll 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not down another turnover on his ledger.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Down. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Golden.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Zoom. Black. 95. Set. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Red, cycle. Come on, set. Blue, 32. Hut.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready. 10 black, drill, 52. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go, set. Pitch, putt, putt.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Field, black. Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Yellow, 43. Set, cut.
He'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Packers 21, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Back to throw again. Going up top. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 38 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Snap, red. Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 50, green. 10 cycles.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Drill green. Down.
Looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready, set. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Yellow, 22. Set,
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
50.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Cup 19, Buffalo 18. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38.
Back to 60. 7 Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Hut.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.